7:03 is when I'm going to start. It's going to start at 7:03. And forgive me, I'm a little under the weather, but y'all will hear it in my voice. Um, 7:01. 7:01 right now. All right, it's 7:03. So, I'm on live today to go over the previous episode. Of course, if you watch the episodes, you'll see I'm always dressed down, I'm casual, I'm always comfortable. That's the vibe I'm always going to bring when it comes to my platform. I want the conversations to be organic. I want the vibe to be organic. I want the atmosphere. I want that to be comfortable, you know? So I have some notes because I got some questions, and what I started to do was tell the people that questioned me or had questions, hey, post those questions on the page or post those questions on YouTube because other people had similar questions. So, in the last episode, what I talked about was just my journey with God, my journey with forensic psychology, my journey with coaching, like the different avenues that I wanted to venture down. So I'm just going to elaborate on that because a lot of people had questions about that. I guess the pathway that I chose and why. Um, I talked about my journey from earning a degree in forensic psychology to navigating my career and ultimately just doing the podcast. And I shared my faith about Christ as well and being my anchor throughout the whole process. Like, he held me down. He had me down. Um, but I'm going to expand on my choice because a lot of the questions were posed about forensic psychology. Like, what is it? Why I chose that avenue? Why I chose what I did, and all of that. So, originally, what I wanted to do was I wanted to go into forensic psychology for the purpose of talking to people that were crazy. I just feel like people all like we will write people off and say, "Oh, this person is crazy," or "This person doesn't, make sense," or whatever. And I feel like every brain is unique and every person thinks their own way. So I feel like people just want to be heard. So a lot of issues, a lot of problems come from just unresolved, um, sorry, just unresolved emotions. Like no validation, no one is listening, or even trying to understand. Like understanding doesn't equate to agreeing. So I just chose to go down that path originally. And when I ventured down that path and I thought about it and I started to watch movies about it, I was like, you know what? This probably isn't as safe for a woman, um, to me. It's probably not as safe for a woman, especially a woman with children. So I was like, why not be like a profiler? Because a forensic psychologist can be a profiler for police officers and things like that. So I was like, oh, you know, I'm interested, but I'm not as interested in that. Like I'm interested in the Hannibal Lecters. Like I really want to sit and get stories and the why behind why they doing what they did. But my circumstances did not support it, so I couldn't do it. I also wrote a note to talk about my career path, like the challenges that I faced and how I overcame them. So my current career path, I'm pretty content there. But the reason that I did choose forensic psychology is because of what I said earlier. It's only because I wanted to have a deeper understanding of why people did what they did. It wasn't it wasn't anything else. The biggest part of it was just to let people be heard. I do got a question now. I got a question. Have you ever had to take a leap of faith in your career or your life? And if you have, can you share it in the comments? Don't text me. Don't inbox me. Share it in the comments. I just want to know how you went about that leap, why you went about that leap, and how you built up that courage to take that leap. Because a lot of people, like myself, sometimes I get complacent. I'm okay with where I am in life, and I'm like, why should I take a leap out on faith? But now I have a drive, I have a passion, it's like I'm starving. So it's like I have to feed myself because I want to do other things. Another point that I had wrote about was sharing my journey in my faith. Because I believe our paths are all unique and shaped by God. Recording that last episode reminded me of just my journey in general with God and how you will want something and God will be like, wait on that. Or not right now. It's going to come, And how I felt originally, it was just like gone. Like the passion that I had behind psychology, the passion that I had behind coaching, all those passions I had, it was always gone. Even when it came down to doing the podcast, I used to say, I just love doing things with people because they make me stick to it. And I had another podcast and I brought some other people on to the podcast, and that podcast fumbled. And I'm like, I felt like God was telling me in that moment, like, this is yours. You don't need nobody else. Like, this is yours. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? You lying to me. Can you hear me, Jasmine? Can you hear me, though? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, because that's crazy if you can't hear me, because I've been talking this entire time. Oh, okay. Don't scare me. Don't scare me, okay. Because I have to save this and put this on my other platforms. But I feel like God is constantly telling me, like, this is yours. You got to do this on your own. Don't bring nobody with you. This is yours. I even planned on people joining today for the live, and it's like every door was shut. Like, no, this is yours. Do this on your own. Another thing that I wrote down that I wanted to share was like just tapping into your own faith and reflect on how your faith or perseverance shaped your own journey, like where you are today. Like, how did it shape that? Like, what was the major indication of saying, like, this is what I want? Was it your faith? Was it your perseverance? Was it something else that shaped that goal? And again, with the other one, leave it in the comments. I want you to get familiar with my comment section and not my text or my inbox. Put it on the video. Other people have the same questions, and if I can answer one, then I can answer all. Just put it there. So let me know. But if you haven't listened to the episode yet, it's available on YouTube. And I have another episode coming out next week about a safe space. No, that's not it. Punishment or forgiveness. So next Wednesday at 7 o'clock in the morning, the newest episode would be about forgiveness or punishment. And I want y'all to take a look at that episode. It's going to be on YouTube at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I have a special guest on that episode. And we're going to talk about forgiveness or punishment. Because sometimes people forgive you, but they want to punish you at the same time. So is that truly forgiveness? What else did I write down? I had some notes. The latest video on YouTube has a comment where I just answered most of the questions that I got. So you could check out that video for any questions that you may have, but it summarized most of the questions that I got about that episode. But let me know your thoughts. Next episode is releasing Wednesday of next week. I love to hear your comments. I love to read your comments. I love to hear your thoughts. This all my notes. I went over all my notes. So if y'all don't have any other questions, y'all don't have no concerns. If y'all do, leave it on this video. Let me know your thoughts. And that's it. Nice chatting with y'all. I'm getting better at my wink. That wink was tight. I'm getting better at my winks. I still don't know how to end a damn live.